And
Yeah.
yeah, talking back to we do that in our university. Some of the schools they support the it's like the Earth Day too. That we collected some of the uh, recyclable materials and put that as a big tallest Christmas tree in the university. And there's one day. I think we usually do that during the university festival that every college are competing for. It's like sports, academic, and performing arts. So as the opening during nighttime, we have a social cultural night, and we put the lights on during nighttime, and everybody is welcome to see the lights on that recyclable Christmas tree.
Oh, I love that. Like, I love that you're using like recycling, you're
Yeah,
recycling and you're making something beautiful out of that too. So it's like a win-win.
yeah. So I just want to let you just see this parole. We call it parole in the Philippines, but the parole here is different. It's like from the jail you get a parole, but in the Philippines we have it. Yeah, in the Philippines we have this parole or Christmas lanterns. So this is bigger than human size.
Oh,
It's colorful
wow.
during Christmas.
That is
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah, and we have I don't know. We're just be using the creativity in each region or each barangay like that in each what do you call each district. So they competing this one. Yeah. So they compete for this, and it's so good to see. There's a lot. You can search it on YouTube how lanterns are working in the Philippines every December, every Christmas Eve, or every Christmas season. So it's so colorful. It's so wonderful. I think it's in Pampanga, Philippines, in Luzon.
Mm.
Yeah, somewhere in Luzon. It's good. It's good. There's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish that they would like incorporate that into American cultures. I think that would be so cool to see, like, or to see that done
Yeah.
all over the world. I think that would be
Uh-huh.
amazing.
Yeah, one of my friends are is trying to like ship one of the lanterns that they have in the Philippines in their region to ship it here in the US, but I think it's not allowed or the custom
Mm,
will stop it like something like that. But it's
mm,
good to because we wanted to share our culture here too. Yeah, we have some
yeah.
feast for yeah in school. We have one day like it's like a cultural day that we share our culture, our American friends, Mexicans, all cultures like Native Americans, everybody in the school.
Yeah, I love that
Yeah,
idea. Like that would have been great if that was able to ship in, but unfortunately, it don't sound like it's
yeah,
gonna work out. But that would have been amazing to see,
uh-huh,
like
yeah.
for like your students to see that up close, or to for anybody that
Mm,
comes around you sees
that's right.
that. That would be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah,
actually, one of my questions was actually about like the Christmas tree idea of like, when is it okay to put up your Christmas tree? Like, is it too early to put it up at some point versus another? And I guess it really just all is it's like based of everybody's individual like experience with Christmas because like for you and for your culture, y'all put it up in
yeah,
September, whereas here in America, we may be thinking, whoa, that's too early. But then, even
yeah,
still here in America, like we'll start playing Christmas music in November. And then so there's like half, or no, I don't want to say half, like most people are thinking, no,
yeah,
don't play it till after Thanksgiving. Like play it at the end of November or at the beginning of
yeah.
December. So I guess
Mm-hmm.
it all depends on everybody's experience. For me personally, like I would love to have a Christmas tree up, in November
Yeah,
and then or like as soon as Halloween's over, it's like, everybody's
yeah,
like, let's get to celebrating like Thanksgiving first. But it's like there's no
yeah.
Thanksgiving music out there. Like the only Thanksgiving song I know of is that one that I've heard on TikTok before. It's like I got greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ram, hot dog. That's like the
Yeah,
only one I know. It's like, but I don't even know if that's considered Thanksgiving. So like that's
yeah.
but I just
But
love the idea of putting up the Christmas tree, early. To me, too
yeah,
late is like when it starts getting like really hot. Like
Mm.
if it's like springtime, like March, April, and you still have your tree up, to me that's a little late. But everybody has their own opinion on that.
Yeah. Uh-huh. It's like I'm sharing it to my students. My students were like, Mr. King, there's still Halloween. Yeah, I know. It's like because the Halloween is a very big deal here. Everybody's celebrating. Like you celebrate here in the US, like the it's like you have a big party during Halloween. We do that during December, during the Christmas season in the Philippines. Yeah, it's like the same spirit, the same energy that we that you have here during the Halloween. We have that spirit during Christmas in the Philippines. Yeah. But and then I just tell my students that yeah, that's fine. It's like we have different cultures, but it's fun, having my students knew that thing. It's like, oh, okay, Mr. King. They understood it because I'm most especially now that I'm incorporating cultures. It's like traveling all around the globe. I'm incorporating in our artworks. So it's kind of, yeah, for them to be aware. It's like a cultural awareness, yeah,
Mhm.
around the globe.
Yeah, I love that, like, just learning about different cultures and how they celebrate Christmas and all that, and just always
Yeah.
curious if they like, even in the Philippines, did y'all ever have, Santa Claus and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and Frosty and all that?
Yeah, we even though we don't have snow, we put up like it's like fake snows. We it's like we build our reindeers. Like there's a lot of Philippines are doing that. Like they just create it like out of woods, out of paper maches, just to have Santa Claus. And we some of the Filipinos there they dress up like a Santa Claus too. Like for the kids, yeah, during Christmas Eve.
I love that, and I think that's so awesome. Did y'all have a different name for Santa Claus? I know a lot of people that have different I think in maybe it's in France, maybe they call him Pierre Noel or something like that. Do y'all have
Uh,
something a different name for Santa Claus, or did y'all just say Santa Claus?
we say Santa Claus, and it's a popular name in the Philippines too. Yeah, it's like Santa Claus. When you say Santa Claus, everybody knows it in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that. So yeah, that's
Hmm.
neat that y'all even over way over in the Philippines has that same kind of concept of Santa Claus and the Rudolph and the Frosty the
Yeah.
Snowman and all of
Uh-huh.
that. So I think that's awesome that it's a worldwide thing that a lot of
It's a
people
worldwide thing.
incorporate.
Yeah, that's right.
So, speaking of too early and too late, I know we've talked about Christmas trees, but as far as Christmas music, do you feel like there's a good time where it's the perfect time to listen to Christmas music, or do you listen to it earlier before December or after December? How do you do Christmas music?
Yeah, I we love to listen music. Maybe I used to it when September when we started to put up our Christmas trees. We we started to listen Christmas music too. Yeah, we have this very good OPM like original Filipino music that we listen to, and we when we started like we did in here in the house, like we put that Christmas tree, we started to listen because it's more on family oriented and more on love. That's the theme of our. It's like most of our Christmas songs. So it's like when we play it, some of my friends here, my housemate, like crying because they miss Philippines and their family back home. Most especially me, I didn't celebrate. I think this is my eighth or seventh or eighth year not celebrating Christmas in the Philippines.
Hmm.
Yeah, because I've worked in Dubai for 4 years. I didn't go home for Christmas too, and this is my fourth year too. So I think this is my eighth year not celebrating Christmas in the Philippines.
Aw.
That's why I'm so like very excited to share it because that's all the things that I missed in the Philippines. For sure, there are a lot of changes, but yeah, I think the spirit of Christmas is still Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm sure you get to nowadays with technology, I'm sure you get to FaceTime with your family on Christmas.
Yeah, we do FaceTime, we do Messenger video. Yeah, I
Yeah,
have my
good.
communication to them. Yeah, that's a good thing too. And we're like, yeah, sharing my experiences every Christmas, where I am at, like the cultures. It's good, and we love, hearing Christmas. It's for me, it's okay to listen to Christmas songs as early as September, but it's more touching if you listen Christmas during December, because you can feel the true. It's, I don't know, the ambience, the environment. You feel more Christmassy, something like that. I don't know what's that term. So yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I definitely can see how, like, basically, especially as soon as Thanksgiving gets over here, then
Hmm.
like everybody feels like it's official. You can get into Christmas spirit now. It's almost like
Yeah.
it's like a law. You can be it's okay now to love the Christmas music and to get into the Christmas spirit. And I think it definitely for me, even like when the weather gets cooler, it gets me more into the Christmas spirit. And then just
Yeah.
also listening to, different just Christmas music. For me, Christmas music comes earlier than November. I like even this
Uh-huh.
year, I've been listening to
Yeah.
Christmas music already just because it started getting colder here
Yeah.
recently. And I was just thinking like, oh, like this just makes me want to listen to some Christmas music and it just is so relaxing to listen to. Like
Yeah.
some of it's a little bit more upbeat, but I love listening to the more you know, calmer, relaxing, like, feels like even though I don't have a fireplace, but, like, feel like I'm just sitting, on a chair, like, in front of a
Yeah.
fireplace, like, I just love that idea, and especially when it gets to December, like you said, it does get more of a you get that more Christmas spirit, like, joy inside of you, and just
Yeah.
that like I said, the environment, all of that, just every all
Hmm.
the decorations because everybody's now getting involved, and just makes you
Yeah.
feel happy on the inside. And even
Hmm.
for us here, there's the whole thing of, getting presents and,
Yeah.
being together as a family. And,
Hmm.
definitely I'm sure that's, the same thing over in the Philippines and as well as all, other countries, just being with your family and, having some good food, different traditional food, I'm sure, and all
Yeah.
that.
Hmm.
So I know I bet you do definitely miss that, just getting to be at a table with your family.
Yeah. And we have this, what we call Noche Buena. So it's like, we Filipinos, we love to, it's like, wait for 12 midnight when the December 25th comes. So we wait for that, and we eat together as a family and changing gifts.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. Yeah, even in New Year's Eve, we have a countdown as well. We gather as a family, friends, and we all together count down for a new year. And we have this media noche for I don't know, it's just a Spanish term. It's like midnight snack, midnight food, something like that. So we eat together as a family during January 1st too, because we have a superstitious belief that if you are together during the Christmas and it's like New Year's, you will be intact for the entire next. It's like for the entire year.
I like
Yeah,
that. Yeah, it's like a
yeah,
good
we have
way.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, I was
it's
about
like
to say it's a
more on
good oh, sorry,
It's like
go
a more
ahead.
on, I'm sorry, it's okay. It's like a more on family oriented belief, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. It's like a good way to start the year together as a family and
Hmm.
like you were saying, it's like it's basically saying that your family's gonna be together throughout that whole year, basically, even if you're not physically together, but you're still gonna have that
Yeah.
closeness and that strong bond. And
Hmm.
I think that's a good way to start off a new year. And that's kind of like how I do here. Like, I mean, when midnight hits for New Year's Eve for us, we don't really eat right at midnight. We do the same thing. We count down, Happy New Year and fireworks, for us going off.
Yeah.
And then around that time we'll have like it's some kind of punch that we have like as a family. It's like Sprite and like lime sherbet mixed together. It's like a
Mhm.
green drink and it's really good. So it's like being together in that way instead of eating something,
Yeah.
we'll drink punch all together and
Mm,
just getting to be together in that way. So I do love it. It just gets me ready for December to get here.
yeah.